you've met Andrew before?
Yes. In my dreams.
No, you really met him, though?
Yeah, we met, and as you know, I'm not shy of an awkward situation.
No, you direct.
Yeah, so I had to confess to Andrew that I had a bit of alone time with episode 5. The thing that really upsets me is, like, today is everyone else but me's got more of a chance with Andrew in reality.
But you've had your good time.
I've had my moment, and
Yes.
you know what, Andrew? Thank you. on behalf of anybody who's got kids, been in a long-term relationship, thank you from the deepest bottom of my heart.
Can I point out that when I watched it without my wife, that was just to get ahead of the series. That was why I was doing it.
What I want to know is, when Paloma said that to you, what was your face doing, Andrew?
Well, I'll tell you
Phoebe
that
was
she
there.
told me on the red carpet of the BAFTAs. And we were like, hi, and she goes... And I was like, oh, hello, so...
Phoebe was really excited. So obviously she wrote it.
Yes.
And she was like, wow, that's an achievement.
Yes, that you got you there.
But I don't think I'm the only person. And there's a lot of people in the room looking at me like, oh, my God. But don't lie.
I just wanted known that the fact that I had my sofa steam cleaned 3 weeks ago was entirely coincidental, Andrew. Nothing to do with you. Nothing at all.
But weirdly, Stephen...
Can I just check, am I the only one that's not masturbating?
Weirdly, Stephen Fry, you could have been the hot priest. Because is this true? You seriously went to have a meeting about becoming a priest?
Yes, when I was a teenager, You know, I loved so much about the church. I loved the music, I loved the liturgy. Not a Catholic priest, an Anglican priest.
Of course, yes.
I lived in the country, beautiful architecture, wonderful music, everything about it. I just fancied the clothes. I knew I could deliver fantastic sermons.
Yeah.
So I was sent to see a bishop, the Bishop of Lynn, the suffragan Bishop of Lynn, who decided that I would make a wonderful priest if there weren't one small problem, and that is that I didn't believe in God. Everything else, so I failed at the last moment.
I love that it got that far,
Yeah,
that you got a meeting with a bishop,
Yeah,
and no one had asked you about the Jesus thing.
Yeah, yes. Well, I still do. I mean, I love church music, and I love the buildings. I love everything about it. I just can't quite take the whole story seriously. Well, I know I take it seriously, but I just don't.
Yes.
That final leap.
Yeah. There's probably quite a lot of vicars watching going, yeah, I hear you. But look at my house. Alan, I don't know if you have met the royal family, but I want to talk to you about meeting musical royalty.
Oh.
Because you met Celine Dion.
Ah. Wow. Huge Celine Dion fan.
How did this happen?
Well, here I go again, name-dropping Adele, but, this is the only way I meet people is through Adele. So we got married, and you know that
Not
she
Adele.
married me. Yes, what?
Yeah. No, you didn't marry Adele.
No. Oh, God. She married me and my ex. We're now we're divorced. And so, as a surprise, she flew us to Vegas to see Celine Dion perform at Caesar's Palace. It was so amazing. So we went there, we're all excited. Adele's like, come on this way, boys. Ah! You know, she's like... And instead of going left, we went right through these doors, and it was nowhere near the seats. And the door slams behind us. Celine Dion is there, behind a beaded curtain. She comes out, welcome to Vegas, how you doing, boy? She does talk like that, and it was amazing, Mina, honestly. And I don't know if you've ever seen her on stage. I've seen her on stage so many times, and, you know, she does the fist-pumping and all that. She's actually like that when she talks to you. It's so off-putting. She's like, seeing any other shows in Vegas? And I'm like, yeah. And then I've got this awful thing as well, that when I'm nervous, because I'm a huge, like I said, a huge Celine Dion fan, I end up mimicking the voice as well, which could get me cancelled. But, yeah, so she was going, so, who asked who out? Like this, and then I end up going, I don't know, something. but you know, it's just an awful tick I have. I don't. But she was. Mate, do you love her? Do you love her?
I'm upset. I'm obsessed.
Well, we know you're
I'm
obsessed because you saw her in Vegas too, right?
I went to Caesar's Palace and saw her. I'm not just... I promise you, I'm not saying it. It was the best day / night of my entire life.
Now, congratulations, gold medal.
Yes.
And gold medal, and did you get silvers as well?
Yeah, I got 2 golds and a silver.
And, yeah. And now, Rio's this summer, so are you deep in training now?
Yeah, so after the European Championships last weekend, I've had a couple of days off, and then, yeah, it's back to training 6 hours a day, 6 days a week, and then it's the Olympic Games. It's kind of terrifying because, you know, you get that training moment for 4 years, you have to train for that one moment, and it doesn't matter if you're European champion, world champion, Olympic champion from before, in that one moment on that particular day, you have 6 dives, and if you mess one of them up, then it's over. So it's a pretty cutthroat kind of...
And do people just deliver your food in little Tupperware boxes and things, and...
What, I'll take it to the competition like a packed lunch?
No, but, like, in the training, is it kind of like, OK, you can eat this now, stop eating now?
You kind of get into a routine of what you're used to eating and what you wake up and... Yeah, I know I like have a routine where I get up and have my breakfast and then go to training, then eat a bit more, then train some more, then eat a bit more, then sleep, and that's basically what I do every single day.
When do you put on the Speedos? When do you put on the Speedos?
Although I basically live in them.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, mate, yeah, like quite often you get...
Jody's on it, because
I want to know.
Well, no, because we've got a picture that Stella McCartney has designed the Speedos. Now, sadly, she ran out of material, money and interest. So, those are the Speedos. Now, they sent us a pair of the Speedos, and they really are quite small.
Those are the ones I was wearing yesterday.
How lovely.
Yeah.
They're still damp. But, like, they are very small, Tom.
Well, everything has to stay in place.
Obviously.
You know, if you're spinning around, the last thing you want to do is have something come out of its place where it's meant to be. And also, when you hit the water, you don't want things, you know, flapping about in places. Because, I mean, it would hurt. So the closer you can keep it all in, the better, really.
Yes. You're going to ask me to put those on, aren't you?
Who was it?
I was only joking, Oscar. It would look like a very ill elephant.
But what I don't want to be indelicate, but what if anything changes and you're wearing those?
Oh. I mean, when you're stood on the end of it... Have you ever stood on the end of a 10-metre platform?
Of course I haven't.
OK. So that's probably the last thing that will go through your head, is to have anything change.
What about when they're giving you the medal and you're thinking, look at me?
Actually wearing a real
They're leaning in and go, oh, sorry.
You wear a little bit more on the podium, and you actually have, like, a full-on tracksuit that you wear.
That's thoughtful.
Yeah. Exactly.
Is that why they wear the
That's the
tracksuit?
reason.
Yeah.
What? I don't think that's why they give them tracksuits. In case they get a boner on the...
To avoid embarrassment. I feel I know you pretty well, Al.
Yeah.
I never knew you lived in Australia.
I was a backpacker, and I stayed over there more than the visa. This was naughty. I stayed there longer. And I used to work at an insurance place. And I love Australians. I love their humour.
Sorry, you went all the way to Australia to work in insurance?
No, I needed some money. I love insurance so much. And
it's quite high risk there.
Yes. And my job was to take the forms off the printer and give them to the doctors and the nurses. And I always remember the form. It had, like, the name, occupation, injury, and where on your body. And it was like, Dan, tractor, piles, where'd you fucking think? But I used to work in a cafe on Oxford Street, and I was a dish pig. Because, you know how everyone's sexy in Sydney, so all the sexy gay guys were out the front, and because I'm not a looker, I was in the back cleaning... Honestly, no.
I was a dish pig too.
You was a dish pig?
Yeah.
Oh, wow!
Yeah. And look at her now.
They used to ring the bell, because they'd ring the bell and go, dish pig, and then I'd go through the little hatch. Honestly, with these pink... I was a bit of a cult celebrity, because people want to know, who is the dish pig? Dish pig! I was like that, you know, the Phantom of the Opera. I was behind. Who is he?
But no offence, Alan, but I actually thought, when I heard you on the show, I thought you were dead. Because there's another...
Wow.
Yeah. There's another...
Good booking, right?
Because there's another Alan Carr.
Yes. And
Yeah,
the
who helps
nicotine-
people stop smoking, but he died.
Yeah, and you know what? When I started, I got invited to go to Japan to give a talk about nicotine addiction. And the Alan Carr was dead. They was going to get... So they went, oh, Alan, why don't you do it? And I was so tempted, you know. One minute you're a dish pig, next thing you're lecturing on nicotine addiction. Yeah, but I'm alive. I am
You are very much...
He's alive and he's here. It's all good. It's all good.
Now, I don't know if you've touched Celia Imrie, but it's like she's made of rock.
What?
Oh, so fit. So fit.
Actually, I've got one arm that's quite good. Try that, Sean.
That's great.
It's one arm. The other arm's not so good.
Can I have a go at that one?
Yeah, go on.
Can I... Right.
But
and
that
then-
one's better, I think.
Why is there a...
Because I carry more.
Yeah, ice is heavy. Yeah.
Well...
Why is that... Sorry, I'll stop touching you. This is wrong. This is wrong on so many...
Mind,
You don't mind?
But I think...
Oh,
no, I quite like
fantastic.
it. But because I carry more on my
see.
right arm.
Is it taekwondo?
Taekwondo. Yeah, I'm an orange belt.
But even when you practice that, you're in fights.
Well, yes, but it was a long time ago.
But you're so polite, I can't imagine you in a fight.
Oh, Graham, you don't know the other side of me.
Really?
You really don't.
Is it Celia Unleashed?
Yes, and if you get very, very good, if you get to, like, Dan level, you have to register your hand and your feet with the police station because they're lethal weapons. I promise you. I promise you. But I'm not...
Did they just tell you that?
But I'm not at that stage, and it was a long time ago.
And, Ross, are you going to... Because
How dare you? You're in the best shape of your life, and you do taekwondo. Ross, what are you going to do?
What does the future hold?
I'm going to do feeler-size. I'm going to build up these muscles just by squeezing. I'm so sorry, I'm enjoying it too much.
Please, I like it.
When are we going to see an action movie with you two? Can we sign off on that now?
fight right here.
Do you think?
Celia Imrie is a
that?
cage fighter.
I'd love it.
I'd pay top
it?
dollar to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you mentioned it there. So you are since the last tour, you got married.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yes.
With a celebrity celebrant.
Yes, Adele got ordained and married us in her back garden, me and Paul, and it was just absolutely amazing. And she planned it all. It was absolutely perfect. The best day of my life. And it's just great.
Lovely.
But, you know, in America, you have to go and get your licence. And the woman said, "Who's marrying you?" I said, "Adele, my ass." But it's all in her house, in her back garden, and there's flowers, there's photos of our family, which I don't know where she'd got. There was a man playing on a grand piano, and she was everything perfect. And it was so funny because as she was doing the vows, a lawnmower started next door. Wait there. She went round there, she said, "I will mow the lawn myself tomorrow, but today it stops." She wanted it perfect. She's great. But this is what Adele is like. She's even after that, she surprised us. She took us to Vegas to see Celine Dion sing.
Wow.
And she's just an absolute star, a superstar as well, in person as everything. And we're there, and we sneaked in the back. And there was this quite flamboyant gay in front of me, when you know I can't stand them. But it was so funny, because he didn't know she was behind, and he was going, "Celine! I love you, Celine! Celine!" And Adele went, "Shall I just whisper in his ear, hello?" He will be dead, you would kill him. But it was the most magical day, and she paid for everything.
Wow.
I said, "Please," you can't do this. And she went, "No, it's our trip." I mean, she loves Paul and everything. She's an absolute star.
And can afford it.
And can afford it, I know.
I mean, it was still a lovely gesture. But I'm just saying, yeah. Let's not worry about her too much at this point.
one of the appeals of you, Claire Balding, is that people see you as kind of an every woman. You know, people can relate to you.
That's nice.
Yeah, very... But having read your book, which is My Animals and Other Family, I mean, it's very far from every woman. It's an extraordinary childhood you had. It's like, you know, the Blandings that's on at the moment.
Yeah.
It's like you grew up in kind of B.G. Woodhouse land. Did you know your family was bonkers?
It was my reality, so no, I didn't really. Well, I knew that Dad wasn't, you know, great at health and safety. For example, tying toboggans to the back of the truck and taking us up on the downs and then not realising my brother had fallen off like a mile away because we were swinging behind this truck across the snow. I really enjoyed it, though. I thought that was great.
You survived it.
Yes.
That's what's important.
Yes. And I thought I was a dog for most of the beginning of my life, so, you know.
But you pretended to be a dog to get attention.
Yes.
And you were an only child at the time.
But you see, I don't see what's odd about that. I could see the dogs were getting a lot of attention, and we had a boxer and 2 lurchers at that time, so I thought I'll be a dog, and then they'll, you know, rough my hair up.
And what's really, you tell your life through animals that you've met and known throughout your life. And what was the Shetland? Was it
Valkyrie?
Valkyrie that you brought into lunch.
Yeah, well, I brought her into the kitchen. Yeah, I thought she'd want to be with us.
Of course.
Yes, unfortunately.
It was a little Shetland pony.
Yes.
It wasn't a full-size.
No, very.
Because that'd be mad.
Yes.
The doors aren't big enough.
It was a big house. It was a big house, but yeah.
Yeah, so I brought her in, but then she did a dropping in the kitchen, and my mother wasn't very pleased.
Well, that's good. That shows standards, I feel. It'd be terrible if your mother was relaxed about that.
Don't worry about it.
What-ho? Bit of a stink in the kitchen. The pictures in the book are amazing. This is fantastic. This is your house, lunch, and look who's popped into lunch. It's the Queen Mother in a hat.
I love the fact she kept her hat on for lunch.
I know, and look, the
That's
effort.
me just in the foreground.
The placemats.
Sorry, you've not yet asked, why was the Queen Mother at your house?
Well, my father trained racehorses for the Queen and for the Queen Mother.
Oh, and she liked to tipple, didn't she, on the races, didn't she?
No.
No?
No, she didn't gamble.
Really?
No. Not really.
No.
So she came to see her horses and stayed for lunch.
It's Amanda and Alan's Spanish job. Did you think of changing the title at all?
I know, it's so lazy, isn't it?
It used to be Italian job.
You know, the Italian job, yeah.
Yeah, famous film.
Yeah.
Spanish job, less so.
Yeah.
It continues on Fridays at 8:30 on BBC One and on iPlayer. So if people have never seen one of these shows, what goes on?
Yeah, we buy a house, a Euro house, and then we do it up. And then we sell it for charity. So we sort of immerse ourselves in the culture. We were there in Sicily, the first series, Tuscany, the second, and now we're in Spain.
And these are these cheap houses, they're in kind of...
So cheap, so cheap. People are leaving them because these rural communities, no one wants to work in the fields anymore. They want to go to the big lights of the big city. And they film us all the time. I know you were saying about the cameras everywhere. Well, I mean, I don't know what... I'll say this. Well, OK.
Go on.
You know that our the smaller the cameras are, you forget about them.
Yeah.
And there's a bit, I think this next week, where me and Amanda go kayaking off the Spanish coast. And they put, I'm in the front of the kayak, she's in the back. There it is, there. And they put
You're in the back.
Oh, I get so mistaken for being Amanda sometimes. Not that Amanda's got fat. So the camera's there, and then we're filming ages, because they film you for ages trying to get all the material, and then they finish filming, they go away, and then we do the lovely drone shot. Well, I'm, like, sober enough, keep forgetting. I said, Amanda, I need a wee. She says, I said, I'll just do it in my shorts. Don't do it in your shorts. Do it over the side. So I do me thing, and as I lean over, we tip up like this. We're both thrown in, mid-wee. And so the lifeguard comes over, because we are screaming and blowing the whistle. So they take us back to the camera crew, which is like miles away, and we get over like that, and then it dawns on me, oh, my God, there is a GoPro there while I was doing a wee, which I've forgotten about. So as they pull me over the boat like this, they went, oh, Alan, the GoPros are broken. They're broken. They've all been water damaged. So I was like, oh, what a relief. So we had the wrap party last week, and then the woman came over to me and said, oh, Alan, I've been editing out your knob for the last 2 months. So I was like, yes, they have got it.
Yeah.
They've got it, and I'm going to start an OnlyFans.
Well, we've got a clip now.
What a time to be Cat Burns.
I know.
I know. And this has all happened kind of in a year. It's just you've had one bonkers year.
Yeah, basically, I don't even know what happened. I like to say, like, a group of 15 to 17-year-olds on TikTok just found my song and decided to just make, like, TikToks with it, and then just blew up my song and then changed my life.
And what were they doing? Were they doing dances? Were they lip-syncing to it? What were they doing?
They're just doing what random 15 to 17-year-olds do. Just...
Let's not pry. OK. I mentioned it in the introduction. This is amazing. So that TikTok thing happened. You've had this amazing year.
Yeah.
And now, 3 Brit nominations.
Wow.
Yeah. So the Brits, they're on the 11th of February, and I believe you've got an announcement to make, Cat Burns.
I am, in fact, performing there as well.
Oh! Like, that is a big deal.
Yeah, it's, sometimes I just think, like, I've just finessed my way in here. Like, I don't actually even know how I got here today. I feel like a security guard's got to be like, how did you get in?
But it's funny, that idea of you, Charlotte, when you were 13, going to all these Hollywood parties. Well, didn't you go with Britney Spears' party you went to?
Yeah, I was a little bit older then. I was about 15.
Wow.
Really
pushing it.
Grand old age, 15, yeah. And it was an NSYNC party in LA, and I went, and Britney Spears was there, and yeah, her PA came up to me, and she had a real broad Texas accent. She was like, "Hey, doll, Britney over there is a massive fan. She'd really like to meet you." And I was like, oh, OK, not a problem. So I went over, and Britney just kind of went, "Hi," carried on, and I was like, OK. And then then the woman ushered me away, and she was like, "That was so amazing for Britney. She loved it." And I was like, "Oh, it's OK."
Langar, you've gone from outdoor to indoors with your latest project as the new host of Interior Design Masters.
Yeah.
It's on BBC Two, Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. So explain what goes on.
OK, 10 fantastic designers all want to be the new interior design master, and every week they have to do up either a luxury hotel, a beach hut, a restaurant, a salon, and then we have to eliminate people every week. And I know, but it's so horrible because because of COVID, you can't hug them or anything. Because, I mean, with your new show, I mean, you can't...
No, they're in a bubble. They're in a bubble.
We were in a bubble, but yeah.
Oh, well,
but it's still tough going, isn't it?
It's horrible. And I say, I'm afraid you're going home, and then they're crying, and then you're like, bye. You know, and you're like, you might as well basically have a trap door which leads to a skip. Bye. You know what I'm like, Graham. I say what I feel, and I think that's what they want, but
I was surprised. Because I imagined you'd be quite lovely and a bit kind, but you're quite harsh in the things you say to them.
Really? Too harsh?
No. The trouble is, I think, because you show up when things go wrong.
That's what I hated about it, because you know what TV's like? They're like, yeah, so-and-so, the awning's fallen down, and then, oh, yeah, the paint's gone over the curtains. Of course, I'd turn up like Maleficent. So, what's happened here? And then it's so funny because they're like, oh, at the beginning, when they're doing up the house and everything, like, how you doing? Oh, Alan, you know, and they're all giggly. But, you know, there is a time constraint. They have to finish by 5 o'clock, and then, of course, I'm turning up there 4:55. So, explain, how do you make this bookshelf? And they're like, fuck off. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was... I love doing it. I love doing it. But, like, you've worried me now about being too hard.
No, because you're funny with it. I think that was lucky. You know, homeschooling, a nightmare. Who are you married to, Nick?
A teacher, and she's absolutely... And so she homeschooled our kids to an absolute treat, and I got involved when I could.
Yeah, I'm sure. But here's the thing, it hasn't all been plain sailing, because, you know, there's been self-improvement in lockdown. You tried to upgrade your garden, I believe.
I did, well, yeah, we live in a first-floor flat, so we don't have a garden, but we got 2 little boys who, well, they were 4 and 2 at the first lockdown, and so we got some artificial grass to just put on the sort of communal driveway, and we would have little picnics there on a lunchtime, and then after about a week, it got nicked. And so, but we didn't dare tell the kids that sort of theft happened. We sort of thought it was too soon to sort of say, oh, yeah, someone took it. And it was really heavy as well, so I don't know how they managed it. But we just told them that someone's borrowed it.
Yeah. That grass has gone to live on a farm.
Exactly, yeah. Some cows took it.
The lawn got stolen?
Yeah. Artificial grass, it was a sort of 3 by 3 metre piece of artificial grass, and it just got taken, like in the day.
What, like, rolled it up like a carpet?
Yeah.
On your front, on the front...
Just on the front drive, yeah. And I think someone just took it and lifted it. But I think it'd need 2 people to lift, but yeah.
Wow, what a rough area.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's been regularly watered by its new owners.
We did report it to Neighbourhood Watch, and they were like, you can't report this.
You know there's a global pandemic, right?
I know.
Now, Stephen Fry.
Yes, sir.
Brings us... Well, I say sequel, it's more of a continuation.
Yes.
Of your best-selling book of Greek mythology, Mythos. This is Heroes. It's out now. And, I mean, the first one was such a huge hit.
It was, wasn't it? It was a big surprise to me. I was delighted by it. I've always loved Greek myths, and actually, it started, I found myself a year and a half ago, it's around a table at someone's house, and we were all just talking about creation myths and where they come from, and I started telling the story of the early Greek gods, the first ones, and they all went, why didn't I know about that? And, you know, where Zeus came from. Because everyone's heard of certain names, but they don't necessarily know how they go together. And someone said, well, you should write them. So I started to. And now
this one is
carries on to the heroes.
Yes, this is more of the human...
Exactly. By this
gods.
time, as it were, it's getting to be more human, and they're clearing up the world, ridding it of monsters and so on.
And because it's written in this very kind of conversational way, all the dialogue is very kind of everyday, is that you kind of trying to get the reader to make connections between these stories and our own lives?
Sort of. I mean, there's no question that for a lot of people, just a Greek word looks somehow as if it belongs more to a schoolroom than to a story, because we think of Greek as being an academic thing, ancient Greek, whereas, of course, to the Greeks it wasn't, and it isn't now. And I also wanted to create an atmosphere. My favourite Greek god in some ways is Hestia, perhaps the least well-known of the firstborn of the Olympians, who's the goddess of the hearth. And the hearth, when you think about it, all our ancestors, whatever our ethnicity, all our ancestors gathered around flames at night to stay warm and to protect themselves from animals, and they told stories about things over which they had no control, like they'd tell their children where thunder comes from and why there's fire coming out of the mountain. And everything you can't understand and control, you give a name, a god. And so these gods were developed personalities around the fire. And now, I think we can safely say we've lost the hearth. You know, we don't eat round tables anymore. Someone's got a PlayStation in that room and they get a delivery of pizza into it, and someone else has got another, they're streaming things in another room. Nobody gathers around and shares stories anymore. We've lost our focus, we've lost our hearth. So I'm trying in the books to recreate the relaxed feeling of sitting around a fire, listening to stories, which I think is a primal thing, listening them together. And so that's the purpose.
So it's to do with arson.
Oh,
And obviously there's lots of gods, lots of heroes, but does Queen Atlana appear in...
Well, I should say, of course, happily, that I'm using the word hero as a gender-neutral word. There's Atalanta, who's one of my favourite heroes. And Atlana is in your film Aquaman.
Yes, you're playing Queen Atlana.
Not my film.
Well, Mark Urban's film, is it?
Yeah. It's
you're in it.
Jason Momoa's film.
Yeah.
James Wan's film, yeah.
Well, you've been named after... I guess that's Atlantis, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
no, Queen Atlana is Queen of Atlantis.
Well, there's a good example of how these things kind of go into our language is that Atlas was a Titan who fought in the War of the Titans against the gods, and his punishment, because he was the most severe enemy of Zeus and the Olympians, was to hold up the sky.
Yeah.
And that image of him bulging like a Bulgarian weightlifter, holding up the sky, was used by early mappers of the world, and they called those maps atlases after him, the picture of the world. And so it's all connected. And so you're Atalanti, well, presumably you're Atlanti, is that her name?
Atlana.
Atlana, there you are.
Yes.
There you are. Yeah. You'd be related.
Look, we're all like, you're so smart.
Oh, go in storytelling. It's merely...
No, Nicole, I can't tell you how smart. You're like, you can't like,
so
did he know this? Did he know this?
But what's your IQ?
No, it's reasonable. No 150, nothing good.
Losing a dog is awful, but you had a kind of double whammy.
God. Would you... No, OK. You know I love Bev so much, yeah.
Yes.
And I'll never forget, it was on May the 9th, and Londoners might know that, but do you remember when that listeria thing happened? I went to a certain sandwich chain and I got not salmonella, I got salmonella, that was it. Really awful. On the day I put my dog down. Oh. So I rang my mum up. I said, oh, I'm in bits here. I said, I just don't feel good. She went, well, that's grieving. People grieve in different ways. I said, what, by shitting yourself? You know, when because touring is... I know, but touring is stressful, isn't it? And when you've got all that going on... shitting yourself. And I don't know if you're going to show a clip, but you know how sweaty I get. Look how sweaty I am now. The sweating was just so much. I remember sweating once. Listen to this. I sweated so much, my glasses slid off my face. They were laying on... Do you remember when Harold Bishop drowned in Neighbours? So when they were just on a rock? And on the show, you don't want... When you're filming it, you don't want it to, like, anything to go wrong. And then the woman said, Alan, you just keep sweating here. Have these ice packs on your back. Well, of course, so sweaty, I could feel it going down my trousers, come out of the bottom like a sanitary towel. Yeah, I just don't know why I sweat, because I went and had cupping today, you know, try and get some of the fire out of me, but I just don't know what's going on. Wow. Have you ever had cupping?
No. Well, I mean...
No, OK.
I've never paid for it.
No, I'm just trying to get some of the... Because, man, you're full of fire, that's what he said.
OK.
I haven't got... No, cupping. Have you ever had it?
No.
No, when they put the cups...
Yeah. No, we get it, yeah.